The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
That play had zero shot. They got to do it better.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Bringing it back, it's Ayuk. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Wide open, he makes the catch. Racing down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
What an enormous play, the 99-yard touchdown pass. But Palmer, when you're in that end zone and you're backed up and you could take a safety, what's going through your head?
Oh, man, your clock's going on. You know you got to get the football out quick, but I'll tell you, you're also licking your chops because you know in this area of the field, you probably have one-on-one opportunities to the outside. So if you get time and you're able to make an accurate throw, you could hit pay dirt, and they just did right there, going 99 yards to the crib.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
First down here for the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Longhorns decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Looking for a block. It's Ayuk. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time. He'll take the deep shot. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And how about the offense being aggressive, willing to drop your quarterback into the end zone? If he gets tackled, it's a safety, gets the ball out, and the receiver does the rest. 98 yards to the house. What an explosive play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Quarterback moving. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Slips through the line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David, the offense. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, that is as good as it gets. 99 yards. Talk about flipping the field, creating an explosive play. Momentum switch. There it is. Out of your own end zone, backed up. 99 yards to the house.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Using his legs, it's Carroll. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll bring it back. It's Ayuk. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to...
He's off to the races. The 40. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Simpson. They're bringing heat. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the returner goes down. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
And that ball is picked off.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You could tell the offense was trying to...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they did tack on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Texas offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pressure coming. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the third time today.
Yeah, when you think about man-to-man, you don't always think about free safeties. You know, you think about corners, you think about guys on the outside, but really good job being able to play his man, find the football, create the interception.
Looking for a huge play. Brings it in down the left side. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the beatdown has ensued. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they've pushed the lead out a little further. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Keeps it going. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. A 3rd and long coming up here. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got great speed. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He's looking to throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. Wide open, he makes the catch. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the route is on. A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I was about to say, remarkable day. I mean, a remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is the day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes a move. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the stomping has commenced. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to pass, it's Simpson. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Yeah, I don't know what you want me to say. You're not very smart if you continue to run the wrong direction and think something positive is going to happen. That's how you get minus 50 yards rushing on a play or more. Can't fix it.
It's still third and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the punishment has been extended. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
To throw, it's Simpson. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He gets a block. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. He hurls one deep down the left side. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the pummeling has started.
How about the aggressive play call backed up near your own end zone? Your quarterback drops back in the end zone. If he gets tackled, it's a safety, but it pays off. The defense is a little too aggressive, takes the big shot down the field, and he walks in for a 98-yard touchdown pass.
And he made the extra point without problem. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. They're lining up to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Carroll. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He wants to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Didn't help themselves much on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Shoots it to the left. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Let's see if they play it conservatively and try to get some of the yardage back on 2nd and long from the 13. He's right on target. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. On the return, it's Ayuk. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's got him this time. Nice move, creates some space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Wide open downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. That's reeled in. It's Branch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
The Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Caught behind the line. It's Ayuk. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. Looking for a block. It's Ayuk. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation. He's looking deep. He's got it on the left. Hit the afterburners, kid.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
To the air on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll pull it down and run. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. To the air, it's Jordan. Looking to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Leaves it with the running back. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on 2nd. Dropping back, it's Jordan. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletion.
He'll take a shot. Got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Looking for the score. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Florida Gators offense will go to work for the first time today. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to run for it. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Gators will punt this one away. Looked as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Ayuk. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Using the spin move. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Reads it, fires complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Got a man, it's Branch. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him the crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. A new set of downs after the completion. Here's the handoff. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. dances away to buy time. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field, get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, Dave.
He's running free down the middle. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. He's going to pass. Working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He fires one deep down the right side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
Trying to get to him. He's looking on the right side. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that pass picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Unleashes one deep. And he's got it! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. The QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Dropping back, it's Jordan. Coming after him. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll throw it on first down. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Snagged in the middle. It's Ayuk. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got him downfield. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Grabbed behind the line. It's Warren. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man quickly. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. Just enough time to get off one more snap. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Ewers. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Gators are on the move. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They get him down after he makes the catch.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
And the Gators will line up to punt it away. A low line drive and not his best work. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. A strike downfield. This guy's going after a day sort of like the one Joey Galloway had against Michigan State in '93, already well on his way.
And Joey Galloway had that bayou speed, that Freaky Friday speed.
And he hauls it in inside the 30. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the route is on. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. After that completion moves the sticks, it's first down. He wants to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the stomping has commenced. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. And I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Nice move to pick up yardage. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun to give, looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Buckeyes in the hurry up. Give to the running back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Jordan. Snags it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the punishment has been extended.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. He's looking to throw. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Give to the fullback. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The Gators decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. On the return, it's Ayuk. slips through the line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why we're
going downfield for the big play. Wide open, he makes the catch. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. Gets away from one. Oh, this has disaster written all over it, and down he goes. A huge loss. I mean, that single play can flip the field. To the air, it's Jordan. Looking for a deep man. Makes the catch on the left. The expressway is wide open.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting a tackle for the loss.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Obliterates him, still on the move. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is good. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Flying down the left side. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
In a world of trouble and not making it any better. And down he goes. A terrible sack taken by this quarterback. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Going up top. He holds it in and nobody's close. Off he goes. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Well, this one had all the suspense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Wants to throw. It's Jordan. He's going to let it go. Pulls it in on the left. And he's running in the open. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State in the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Then they strike first.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators offense has the ball for the first time. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, it's so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And how about this defense? You want to be the aggressor? You want to bring the pressure? First play, you bring the blitz. Linebacker gets through, gets home, sets the tone for the football game.
They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
The Gators send out the punt unit. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Running it back, it's Ayuk. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back.
Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Running it back. It's IU. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollack.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
On 1st down from their own 22. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Oh, the pirouette, he's got room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
Back to the air one more time. Quickly out to the tight end.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Using the quick game.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Scanning the field, it's Jordan. He wants it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost a race.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Fullback's got it. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Line getting set on second down. Looking to pass. It's Vandergriff. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Getting some heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
And the Gators will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. The kickoff team is out there, and after giving up a punt return for the score, this offense needs to do some work. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll power it inside with the fullback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That is how you form tackle. Put your head on him, bring your feet, get him to the ground. That's how you create those little birdies that fly over people's heads when they're running with the football, and you can see them getting woozy. What a great stick by the linebacker.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Jordan. They're trying to get to it. Finds the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They're bringing heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
The Buckeyes looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Handoff to the fullback. He locked up and held on to bring him down. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Back to pass, it's Vandergrift. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Pocket starts to collapse. Got it in the middle, it's Branch. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's going to pass. Trying to get to him. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
They're going to run it. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that linebacker timed that so well. I'm surprised the running back actually held onto the football after that big hit. They are so lucky. Wow.
On the move, it's Ayuk. And they got him for a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Vandergrift. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play in this half. And back to the air on 2nd down. And the defense gets to the quarterback. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They move the tight end all over. Run it with the fullback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Well, that was just like trying to run through a traffic jam. No place for the big fella to go.
Yeah, that's the whole key, Reese. You can't let the big fella get some steam. So you got to stop him in his tracks right away. The only way you do that is with penetration up front.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. To the air, it's Jordan. Snags it over the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. That last completion sets him up on second down. Running back goes in motion. On second down, he'll let it fly. Gets it out fast. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Sends it downfield. And it's caught inside the 20. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. A first down run on the doorstep.
I like the idea offensively. You want to establish the run game and try to control the line of scrimmage in the second half. This is going to be a big key for this offense moving forward in this game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate...
To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Vandergrift. They'll run the screen. Bulls his way forward. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Gators will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Bringing it back, it's Ayuk. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
The give to the back.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. Second interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, they'll take to the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Leaves it with the back. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets to first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Power football with the run. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Back to throw, it's Jordan. He's got his man.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The Buckeyes are flying down the field. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Quick strike complete.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They'll keep it on the ground.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They're trying to extend this already long drive. The 9th play is a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Steamrolls his way ahead. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He couldn't find anywhere to go with the ball. Bought time for a second, but finally just went down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive. First down for this offense. The give to the tailback. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Buckeyes will move the sticks. And early on, this guy has flipped on the machine switch. Nobody did that better for the Buckeyes than J.K. Dobbins back in 19. Averaged over 6 yards a carry.
Yeah, and it's really nice to be at Ohio State University where you can hand the ball to tailback every year that can get you first downs like this. First down, first down, first down. You hand them the ball, and you know good things are going to happen.
Sweet feet on the move. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. On first down from the 13-yard line. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The LSU Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
It might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays. Now to try to throw it and drive on 3rd down.
Reese, never a doubt. You kidding me? He had a 2-yard cushion there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
He gets a block. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line?
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Handoff from the shotgun. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Keeps the legs moving. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on to David. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defensive touchdown.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Back to throw, it's Cook. He looks that one in nicely. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Looking for a block. It's Ayuk. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. First down here for the offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. This offense has a second down play. Looking for a man, it's Jordan. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. You think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. He'll do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
The Buckeyes pick up the first down. There was no reason to hesitate on the sideline there. Just keep the offense out and go for it.
Dude, 4th and inches. If I can't get inches, I deserve to lose football games. So I'm going for it on 4th and inches every single time.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, 4th and goal, you're backed up a little bit after a couple bad plays, and you make the play. You needed it. You find your receiver, throw it up. He goes and gets it. What a play by this offense in a critical moment.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be dragged down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Back to pass, it's Cook. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Fires into traffic, picked off. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line. The offense starts with a short field. The inside handoff. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, the inside give. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Go straight ahead. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So just a short drive was needed, covering 21 yards. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking to go up top on first down.
Not 1, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Miller with the ball. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He'll bring it back. It's Ayuk. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Out of the gun, the give to the back.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pushed his way ahead, really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it, they want to take their time here. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
How good has this offense been on 4th down, converting all 3 times, and they're lining up to go for it again. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's caught inside the 25. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence. Offense getting set for first down. Handoff from the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Jordan. He'll pull it down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. looking for a physical attack from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on third down. They've got a first down at the 44 on what has been a really strong opening drive. They'll give it to the back. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give out of the gun. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. On fourth down, going to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Ayuk. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right, because as a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy in the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you've got one of the best safeties in the nation who likes to lay people out.
Yeah, roaming the middle of the field, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's got an eye on that receiver out there, too, that's dynamic. So let's see what kind of day he can have.
Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a third and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win first and second down, you set up third and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. On the return, it's Ayuk. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. To the ground with the back.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Running with power. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Buckeyes are on the move. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Leaves it with the running back. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field around midfield, going for it the wise move. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. He has the look of the Buckeye running back that generated somewhere underneath the shoe in a factory first forged by Woody Hayes or something. They all come out and they're all productive.
Yeah, it's really nice to recruit the level Ohio State recruits and to go handpick these guys from across the country that are nice, sculpted, big, fast, strong guys that are not fun for defenses to have to tackle.
This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? From the gun, running back gets to give. Powers through the defender. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Operating in the red zone here on second down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. This is a money play on third and goal. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. They're trying to get to it.
Quarterback gets sacked at his own 2-yard line. Give the defense a ton of credit. They were going for the safety, and they almost got it. Great effort up front by the D.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Here comes that Alabama offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great.
Fires the pass, intercepted.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
From the gun, the running back has it. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. To the ground to try to move the chains. Tackle is made after the first down. And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking for a gap. It's Jordan. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. Got it past the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Six-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Right back to it. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Coming to the line looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the back. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Why not double the try total and go for 2? He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. And boy, did they play keep away on that drive. Didn't think they were ever going to give it up. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Mertz. Unloads it left. Got a wide open receiver. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the pass hits, picked off.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. They'll run for it on 4th down. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Power football with the run. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
And they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, you know,
A first down for the offense. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. And the offense will take that penalty and move a little bit closer. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. After trying the running game on 1st down, they come to the line on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, running back on the move. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. Very methodical in this opening drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 37. They're getting this guy lathered up.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. This drive is now stretched through 3 presidential administrations. 14th play of the drive coming up. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Lined up. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And he gets it to his man. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. The Buckeyes are in the red zone. They'll give it to the back. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Might as well stick with him. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to move the chains on the ground.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a quick start for this offense, putting up points on the first drive.
And that's got to feel good, Maurice. You've been practicing all week. You've been practicing against the looks you were anticipating to see from this defense. You get those looks, you're able to come out, you run the ball, you throw the ball, and this offense right now is in a groove early.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Razorbacks offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a great matchup we have of two highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this, Reese. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm a better running back than you. Both these guys are looking to be the man today.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. From the gun, give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's back. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This is such a hard area to have success as an offense. I mean, you're backed up near your own end zone. What you really want is just any kind of space. Like, can I get some breathing room? But again, I know this is a defense too. I know you're trying to get out of there, so I'm playing the run really, really hard. I'm sticking to the wide receivers out wide. Nice job, but hey, you didn't give up a safety.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll go to the ground. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. 3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll try it on the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
I love the aggressive nature on offense here. You're winning this game. A lot of coaches would choose to punt on that 4th down and just go play defense and try to ice this thing, but not them. They're going to try to leave their offense out there. That's the 3rd, 4th down they've been able to convert.
The give from the gun. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you just...
And that pass is intercepted. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. Great spot to start this drive for the offense.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Give to the back. Smashes through. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal.
When you go into the locker room at halftime, coaches usually have a very simple message. They tell you what they want from you in the second half. I like what they told their players. Apparently, they're going to run the football. They're going to come out and commit to that in the second half.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And he's dragged down.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forced.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. So just how aggressive can they afford to be as they snap it on 2nd and long from the 13? From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that pass intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that 1st down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense. Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Handoff from the gun. He powers his way ahead. Gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterback sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that, too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A 1st down run in the red zone.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He doesn't...
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple... And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, you know, and the second one...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Beck. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give as they work on that clock. Hard running there. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. right back to him on the ground. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to their running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Now on second down and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Offense set on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back.
Let's go.
Play number 9 on this drive. Leaves it with the running back.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on 4th down.
But how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Here's the handoff. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. On the run, it's Jordan. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16. Now this defense could really use a stop on 3rd down as the offense has had its way. First down to start the drive after the break. Give to the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Power ahead. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Powers forward. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing is another thing. Great start for the offense.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tigers offense has its first opportunity of the day. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Looking for a block. It's IU. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. They go to the ground. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
And the Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They were trying to get the screen set up, but it just took a little too long to develop.
Yeah, and the quarterback's supposed to, invite those guys to run upfield on a screen pass, but they got to him so fast he couldn't get rid of the football, and they got the sack.
He'll bring it back. It's IU. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, This is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give on the inside. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. He leaves it with his back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. And they swarm him under.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Runs through the tackle. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
The give to the tailback. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll try the run. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. And the Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Up and over Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, and get that touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive. And the sack all the way back at the 5. LSU right back to the line.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are.
He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
And, man, that stings because this offense needed every single possession they had left. Now down by 2 possessions, and you're kicking the football off. That was a play that kind of just ended this one. This offense had to put points up, and instead they give up the big safety.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll put it in play from their own 12-yard line. 1st and 10. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. They'll give it to the back.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Fouls through the defense.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. The Buckeyes are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. And now on 1st down after converting with the run. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.